I have tape.
You what? Tape? Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be setting up the full court volleyball net at our sports hall. And this is not the half court training nets. There will be a video on those another time. But today we're doing full court and we're going to have some helpers. And so I'll see you when we get there.
So the plan for today is we're going to be setting up the nets. Zoe here, she's already got the post out. She knows what to do. The other one's in here. I wouldn't recommend doing this one-handed, by the way, because the poles they're not heavy, but they're quite awkward to maneuver. Yeah, I have to do this with two hands. Right, we've got the pole out the hole. Don't laugh, Zoe. This is so difficult holding a camera and having to use the pole. So you see here on the floor, there's two holes, there's four holes. And on our floor, the back holes don't work. They're filled with like horrible stuff. Yeah, so we use these front holes, as you can see. I can push them in. I'll go show Zoe's side because she's already doing it. Meow, meow. So the wheels act as floor pegs as well. You can see she's put them in holes. She's lined up the gaps with the holes. And you screw it in. But when you screw it in, make sure, as you see here, there's two washers on the wheel. Make sure there's still two washers on the wheel when you put it in here. Otherwise, as you can see, it's been slightly widened out by people who have taken the washer off and just put it in with the nut. Why are you taking the nut off?
So we can put this bit in there.
No, you muppet.
Why not?
You just ruined what I was saying. So as you can see, Zoe's putting it in here. I don't know if you can see that there. There's two washers. And the one washer is pinching on the metal. That keeps it in place. Otherwise, if you put the nut in, it's not going to keep it in place. Well, it is going to keep it in place, but it ruins the base of the pole. It ruins everyone's day, especially mine, because it's annoying. Zoe, you're just bad. Here, hold this. Hold that.
Wait, do you want to show the washers?
Yeah, look. There's two washers. One there, one there. And you put it on top like that. Easy. No, I can't see the hole, Zoe. Look, there we go. Look, I'm a genius. Callum, come here. You're going to get the key, take it with you.
Okay.
Callum's going to show you how to get the key.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary motherfuckers, we're going to get the key. So what we do is, walk out here. We go over to here. It says actually on it, it's a very nice way to say it. Hello, will you have the volleyball key please? And they're very nice. They're very nice people, just ask them. It's kind of their job.
Why don't you just ask for it on the way in and save yourselves a little bit of time?
That makes a very good point. Yeah, we should probably do that. Anyway, we've got the key. Then we're gonna get the volleyballs.
This is an important cupboard. Why is this an important cupboard, Callum?
Because it has the volleyballs in it.
And the net, and the net. The net's the more important part.
I mean, I'd rather have volleyballs than the net, to be fair.
Okay, well, I'd rather have a net than balls. Actually, no, would I? Callum is going to show us how to put the net on. As you notice, one side has this ratchet. And the other side is a plain post. Usually we have the ratchet on this side just because it's closer to the door and when you get the net out, it's just easier. Callum disagrees, I can tell.
So as you can see here, Zoe has put the rope around the top of the pole and she's going to loop it to the bottom. Don't do that, just put it on the peg at the top there. It's a lot easier and you have more room at the other end to work with when you're trying to pull the rope down to the ratchet. Now, as you can see here, there's a gap in the post, and that's the gap you want to get the rope through, so you can bring it down to the ratchet on the side that I'm standing on now. And Callum is now going to have some difficulty doing this, and Zoe and Rory are having a sword fight in the back.
Alright, anyway, if you're having trouble getting it through that side and putting it in the ratchet, just get someone to come over here and just pull the net over, because then you have plenty of room over there. Now we're gonna take this, put it up. These rope bindings, I don't know what they're called, they don't line up with what the height is. It's this notch in the middle here, and you just put it up. If it's men's height, put it up to here usually. However, if it's not high enough, you can just always go higher, but don't go too high, otherwise it will just pop out the top. But today we're gonna go here. Make sure that's done up, but don't do it up too tightly, because otherwise we won't get it.
Yeah. So
now
it's a crank. So crank it. Once again, not screws us over. Make sure it's nice and tight.
No one needs to hear what Callum just said. Anyway.
Right.
So yeah, make sure it's...
And now the
nice
net
and
is
tight.
fairly tight. However, you can kind of see it's a bit saggy in the middle.
Okay.
I don't know if it shows on video. It can go a bit more, Callum.
You know what else is a bit saggy? This wire.
No, no. Alright, anyway, when you put the ratchet up, on our net, we've had to put some white string to make sure it actually reaches, because our actual net length is not long enough. But you probably won't have to do that on yours. And make sure that it's tight, but not too tight, because if you over tighten it, because this is only a string net, it's not a wire net, and you can see here it's already frayed at the ends. You just have to be careful about over tensioning it, otherwise it will probably snap at some point, which is why we've put the extra string on this side, because in case that snaps, it's not just going to twang off of that end. If that end snaps, that's going to come all the way back. If this end snaps, the knot's going to catch at the top, and it's not going to do much damage. Hopefully. I'm hoping it smacks Callum in the face. Anyway, and then once you've done that, you just take the green strings here, as Callum is demonstrating now, wrap them round. Don't put them in this little thing, because it's just pointless. It's not what it's designed for. Callum's done that the wrong way round.
Callum doesn't care. Callum
There we
doesn't.
go. And you can see there's a little hole. Show this side. There's a hole here and a gap, and the rope will just fit through there. And then
Tight.
you pull it and you tuck it in there,
Pop it in
and it
there.
won't come undone. He said. These are the antenna poles. We're not using them today, so we're not going to put them up properly, but if you put those in, make sure they're lined up straight with the green line, because that's the edge of the court. Same on the other side. And they're just Velcro, so you can just peel them off and slap them on wherever you feel like it. Anyway, that's how you set the nets up. Hopefully this is useful to you. Rory doesn't think it's useful. Does Izzy think it's useful?
Sure.
She thinks it's useful. It's rated useful. Yeah, you should already know how to do this if you're on the Hills volleyball team. But yeah,
But we know how smart you all are, so...
you're on the volleyball team for a reason, you're not clever. Anyway, that's the end of this video. We'll see you next time.